beautiful people, today we have the best players in every single position. That premium meta, I put this in the top 10s by position. And in the comment section, I am rating and reviewing all of your squads. If you want improvements, you want suggestions, I'll give you my opinion. Just give me the details. But without further ado, let's begin with the defense, and we're gonna go out wide with right backs. At number 10, I've got Sasha Boy, who's a bit of a club legend. And for that reason, I have to include him. Did I mention there'd be a bias? If not, this is the bias, but I am still looking at the macro. Which brings me to number 9, Baku. If you gave him a run through, you were not disappointed. Bruiser, jockey. He's missing the skills, but overall, quality packaging, and it's not going to cost you a big budget. Number 8, Thuram. New icon, and this could be a hot take early. He's getting pushed down the curvature, and if anything, you're paying, at least presently, a premium on his newness. I'm saying you're overpaying for the amount of quality you have in the fullback realm. Number 7, Denzel. We aren't talking Washington, we got Dumfries. I'm not saying dump fries. We're not at McDonald's and we're not chefing up, but this man is a physical individual. Can't knock that. Number 6, João Cancelo. What an SBC, cost you next to nothing. He's been a serious big minute contributor. Contributioneer. I like that. We're making up words. Can I get a hashtag organics? I had the glasses on, now the glasses are off. Number 5, Lucy Bronze. Does have the trifecta or the triple set. We're not talking tennis. However, long throw is a bit of a shot in the face. Number 4, Danny Carvajal. May the legend live on. Another triple play style exclusive. Press proven. Long ball jockey. Might not be your favorite threesome, but still a threesome you would partake in. This is getting dodgy. Number 3, Kyle Walker. More guaranteed than a bikini picture with a link in the bio. We're not doing ourselves any favors. And if anything, I still believe that's a proper endorsement. He is good old reliable. Trusted and true. I love some Kyle Walker in the lineup. Number 2, Cafu. Almost rhymes together. Jockey, quality movement, retract, go forward. He might even be higher on your own personal listings, which leads me to number 1 with a back-to-back Brazilian, Maicon. If you were able to do what needed to be done, you had to play the tournament, of course, to unlock the double 5-star 90s everywhere. It would have been an extra addition that I would have supported if he had some defensive packaging with the playstyles, but beggars can't be choosers. Hand clap for Maicon. Let's swap sides. We'll move to the left backs. And at number 10, I've got Bacha, got jockey, got whipped past, but 5'3" with serious competition is going to hold her back just a tad bit. Offensively gifted, defensively questionable. Number 9, DeMarco. And the stats look alien if we're just being transparent. I'm saying they're out of this world. They're extraordinary. They're not normal, above, beyond. However, the price tag or lack thereof supports what I'm questioning, or the point that I'm bringing up, where he might be underperforming some of those numbers. And at number 8, Grimaldo, team of the year, smooth customer, of course, been putting on, getting credit at Bayer Leverkusen. The results followed. We made a video talking about what's happened there. The resurface, the resurgence, the success story. Xabi Alonso. It's on our second channel, Football Records. If you've not subscribed, hook that up. Is this a plug? Of course it is. Number 7, Karchawi. Similar to Bacha, offensively easy on the eyes, defensively maybe a little invisible. I can't change it. She's only 5 foot. She's not cutting the same angles. You're not getting the same interceptions. But again, going forward, no issues. Number 6, Roberto Carlos. More than just scoring free kicks, even though I keep those on rewatch. The unreal curvature and trajectory, it's not going anywhere every week. And he's sort of victim to the dead ball and the lack of weak foot. You do have plenty of selective play styles, and he performs on the pitch. At number 5, I have Rofo, and I hope it's an SBC you've completed. She just takes over one side of the virtual pitch. Undeniable talent. She's able to do it all. 5'10", has the skills and the weak foot, has 95 strength. On the ball, off the ball. I just want her on the pitch somewhere. Number 4, body. He's got plenty of pace, anticipate, quality links. He's just overpowered. We don't have to detail the OP kicker. We're not talking Super Bowl. This is where I have him, and I stand by it. Which brings me to number 3, Mendy. Could be controversial. We did a video last week. I took Mendy in my back 4. That's how much I like him. I trust him. He's a seasoned veteran. We have rapport. I've got a couple guys placed just ahead, but they're all in the same picture. Number 2, Teo Hernandez, and he just constantly sort of outdoes himself. If anything, we needed a new upgraded item. We need a new version, a new iteration. But since launch, he has been sort of that guy for this position, introduced us to bruiser, push, shove, everything lines up. And at number 1, Alphonso Davies. The more that I use him or go up against him, I just feel that he is a true winner out wide, dominating down one flank. Whether it's the recovery on the defensive end, the athleticism, the sheer pace, or even offensively, that's not a light matchup or mashup. He's got mixology. He's just winning 50-50s everywhere. Let's look at the center backs. And at number 10, I've got the speedster, Eder Militao. Lightning quick response time. I'm talking Zapdos center back on some legendary status. Number 9, Carlos Alberto, and he had an SBC for optionality. So plenty of Albertos have surface, as you would expect. Quick mover, anticipate. Not the largest or the strongest feel in game. You could also play as a fullback. I prefer him as more of a natural center back, and that's why he's here. At number 8, we have Maldini, and it hurts my heart. It's painful to put him as the 8th best center back, and some of you won't even have him this high. Maybe not in the top 10. Can we change this? Can we start a petition? Do we need to hire Italians at EA? How has this not happened? We got to change the narrative. Number 7, Rio Ferdinand, anticipate, aerial, and he's got icon bonus structure. And Rio's built up some serious credibility over the years, and I'm still a little salty. I'm upset about Maldini. I'm just leaving that here. If it's not clear, I will continually push that agenda. Number 6, Chouameni. Probably the only center back that would have possibly been able to challenge or compete for multiple positions in my list of meta opportunities. He's an elite holding midfielder, and it's his positioning that never lets you down, whether it's a center back or midfield role. And you might question or ask, should that actually be an issue? Talented individualism, sometimes they don't free flow or have fluidity in a team environment. I don't make the rules. I don't know if it's about ego. I'm not sure what happened. I'm just reporting for duty. Number 5, Erling Haaland. And our best Haaland iteration is as a center back. Didn't expect it, but here we are. He's built to hurt. He's got rampage style, chaotic, athletic, a maniac, holding down your back line. Bruise, block, yes, he will. Number 4, more of the same, Yapstam. This guy just comes aggravated. He's angry at the world. Takes everything personal. I'm not saying he's sensitive, but he is pettier than the ladies in Mean Girls. That reference came off the dome. I hope that it free flows doesn't seem to match Yapstam's energy or vibe, but we shall divulge. Number 3, Lucio, brand spanking new. Of course, with the trifecta of playstyles, and he really doesn't have negatives. You could try to nitpick around if you'd like, but it's just preference at this point. I can't get past number 2, Saliba. Big body type, ground and pound, physicality personified. I mean, this guy is a specimen. He was created in a lab that also Wolverine broke out of. I'm not saying he's next in the X-Men lineup, but we can make some phone calls, get him into a movie, let him audition. We're talking 1-2 punches with the likes of number 1, who else? Virgil van Dijk. Do we need to do a breakdown? Is there a lot to talk about? He's just game breaking every single year. He is him. You might have to spend for it, but he will bless your back line always and forever. He's better than a Valentine, might be better than a relationship. Some would say you've got a partnership, and he is leading that central influence. Speaking of, it's that time that we move into the midfield. I put center mids and holding mids. We're looping them together. You're getting yourself active. And at number 10, and it might be controversial, I got Bon Mati, Ballon d'Or Bon Mati at that. This could be a debatable move. Even at a 97, a lot of the players come into this position. She has finesse, she has technical, and it's just prime footwork, explosive takeoff. At number 9, Kevin De Bruyne, and he put the passing back on the map. People were surprised by how important having that delivery was or is. It's needed, and KDB reminded folks this was an instant resurgence. It was an expensive SBC, but his precision, target practice, sniper, delivery, and the way you could play with him shifted the game. Number 8, Yaya Toure. Double 5-star with outrageous physicality. The reality, a lot of these players, the stats are screenshotable. It's greens everywhere. Total in-game stats through the roof. So it does come down to preference and what you believe actually fits the bill, bringing together your lovely collective of a midfield. And we've got more of the same. Number 7, Matuidi with the 99s. EA came out of nowhere. Didn't see this coming. Couldn't have predicted it. Didn't request it. Didn't ask for it. He's not full of play styles, but the work rate even Conte can't compare with. Number 6, Pateas, just a joy to play with. I've got a bias. I'd like her higher on the list. Her individuality, the aura. I thought about even including her potentially as only a cam role, but I do see her just floating in the midfield in many squads, so perhaps this was the most appropriate. She's been her, and she is still her. Number 5, Jude Bellingham, and I've been sort of critical. Maybe the expectation was just too high for a cover star, but at his 97 version, and as the game has progressed, the stats and the build, and he's starting to be a little more mandatory or automatic as one of the inclusive players in the middies. He can do a little bit of everything, can score some goals, gives you pretty solid dribbling. The chase back is there, versatility, just a lovely collective. Number 4, Ramirez. Could be another hot take, but the double 5-star with this much speed, it's like a Brazilian flash on the virtual pitch. Number 3, we've kept the classics with Rodri, Ping, Tiki Taka, Bruiser. They all hold up. Am I holding on to the OGs a little too tight? Maybe. And maybe the amount of time that I've already seen him in action, playing with them, playing against them, it could play a factor. Either way, this is where I've got him, which brings me to number 2, the greatest holding mid in the game, Patrick Vieira. He's just the best at what he does. Sit in front of the back line, break up everything. Discredit your build-up, long legs, physicality, now with skill moves and weak foot. I still wouldn't go on record and expect Vieira to score a bunch of goals, but I can't deny his immediate impact. You will win more games if you have Patrick Vieira in your team without a question. And that's going to be more of the same at number 1 with Ruud Gullit. Gullit gang officially is back. And it's been a little bit of a chaotic year. But with this SBC, and you can just refurbish or resource, build out, economically fodder your way to success. If you'd like to complete it, you won't need another midi. He's galloping everywhere and he scores bangers when asked upon. He does everything right and then gives you those extra special moments. Most players don't have that in the locker room. We've got the exclusive. We're talking about center attacking midfielders, the guys that make your attack run easier, smoother, the orchestrators. And at number 10, LaBelle. A guy that doesn't typically get that much love on the channel. I just felt this is his position. The finesse, the technical, the 5-star skills, the upgraded weak foot. LaBelle is coming in. Number 9, Musiala. Magic with the technical. Now with the new low driven. That's an overpowered combination. And he creates separation just 0 to 100 with the dribbling. Instant rev up. I'm talking horsepower, needs to be studied for years to come. Number 8, Florian Wirtz. The youngster with the double 5-star, pinpoint passing, accurate as can be, incisive tiki-taka. This is where he's meant to be. This is where he will be, and he's making our top 10. Number 7, Zinedine Zidane, and we really want to focus on the 94, the free item. We all have them. Yes, you can go after the 96. In the reality, he's not a defensive player. His chase back, his positioning, he needs to be more of a cam. Masterminding the offense, he moves with grace, makes it look easy. He puts the glow in Glorilla. I don't think that went 1-to-1, and she's definitely not French. Number 6, Messi, and he's who you would expect him to be. I'm sure there's more promos coming. Unique Messi animations, you get those. He's got to be centralized. He's got these little quick touches, and a little pass this way, even his finesse shot, extra dangerous. Not a lot more to add. Number 5, Phil Foden. Some of you will prefer him out wide. I think he's more suited to be centrally located. He's just floating everywhere. Dribbling is just chef's kiss. Number 4, Marmoush. Back-to-back City boys. Should he have been a cam? Should he have been a striker? I'll leave that up to you. I prefer him as more of a floating attacker, which is why I put him into this sort of role of being able to make things happen. If anything, I could be guilty of a conflict of choice. Number 3, Pele. What an ambassador of the sport. May he rest easy in every single year. He's an icon you prioritize because you know what you're getting into. The offense, the creativity, the maneuverability, the deceptive nature, the explosion, the decisiveness. He can score, he can facilitate, he can do it all. And that's why he's here. Number 2, Maradona is back. Happy about it. We had multiple versions and variations, and he's a more explosive, improved version of Messi. A lot quicker. He's more of a threat. He's able to apply pressure. If he burns you, coast, boast, reach, teach, push, shove, inside, outside, you're not stopping him, even if you know what's coming. And at number 1, Johan Cruyff, pro status all day. Cruyff turns for the fam. And he can do everything, well-rounded. You need an extra pass, a little layoff, some good timing, some skills for the people at home. Razzle and dazzle, explosive yet controlled. I only have superlatives and compliments for Johan Cruyff. leading your attack. It's time to pay the piper. We're talking heavy budgets. We're looking at attackers, left wingers to get us underway. And at number 10, I can't believe I'm saying it, we have Gervinho. Might be just about the vibes. Trivella's more lined up than a fresh edge up, which does not align or make sense when speaking about Gervinho and hairlines. Number 9, Martinelli. Parallel parking on quick fire. Saying the responsiveness, the technical, it's there. It's beyond present. At number 8, Hazard, and it's a what could have been. At Chelsea, he was a monster, unstoppable, new hero, footwork, close control, better than a fresh Gillette shave advert. Number 7, Rivaldo, now with the 5 stars. You love to see that. Brazilians on the pitch, you're getting the ins and you're getting the outs, and everything in between. Technical, rapid, pinged. He's an expressionist looking for junction. At number 6, Zé Roberto. We're talking back-to-back Brazilians. I just want him on the pitch. He's a quick learner. He's a turner, a broadcaster, a utility engineer. Feeling cuspier than ever. Number 5, Marcus Rashford. And he's a positional conversation. Out wide, up front, but the skills, the body type, the finishing, spin cycles on deck, heavy confidence. It's the cadence that I'm talking about. Set it up. Number 4, Guru. And this could be a surprise, but it shouldn't. Her finesse, the pinged pass to Trivella. She was the shocker, sending shock waves through Team of the Year drops. Clean as ever. Give her the extra credits. Number 3, Ronaldinho. Name a more enjoyable player to use on the virtual pitch. I'll wait. And I can't believe I'm making this statement, but at the beginning of this year's cycle, I had the chance to do content pieces, interviews alongside Dino. I just wanted to throw that out there because it's one of the coolest things that has happened in my career. And it wouldn't be possible without all you. I appreciate every single person that has been locked into the channel. Right here. Right here. Number 2, Rafa Leao. Could be a surprise, but the pressure that he applies is next level. Big, strong, fast, quick, instinctive, physical, 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. He legitimately overpowers the matchups. Quite literally. And at number 1, Vinny. I call it Island Vinny. Not sure if he's gonna love that or not, but between the left stick and the speed boost, you always feel like you don't have help. I don't win this matchup. I don't think anyone does. And he's just got extra gears, and he locks those and loads those. Something should have came together between that. It's time to switch sides and focus or dial in on the right wingers. At number 10, David Beckham. I wanted him somewhere. Some of you might prefer him as a center mid. I'll hear that. Out wide, perfect passing. I gave him some placement. Number 9, personal favorite, Georgie Best. Elite dribbling and balance. He's given us too many minutes. He's setting records on the squad. It wouldn't feel right to exclude him from this level of individuality in terms of achievements, accolades, and praise. Number 8, that new Dembele. Now with the low driven, helps with the finishing and the footwork. Dembele's footwork is better than the rabbit out of the hat. Ball roll, scoop, turn, abuser. Number 7, ice cold Palmer. Mountains blue like Coors Light. I don't know if that beer travels well outside of the US. Palmer giving you that clutch factor on the daily. Rather have him than not have him. That is for sure. Call it with him rather than without him. Number 6, Lauren James. Welcome with the slice and the dice. Pizzeria doesn't stand a chance. That's where I'm at. It's a lot of players on the list. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Snap, Crackle, and Pop, Pop Tarts, Hummus with the dip. We move, and we out. Number 5, Rodrigo. Likely to create, call him an artiste, paint pictures, erase the competition, and market your work. He's putting in plenty of that work. Number 4, Big Victor Barbo. Is there a fear factor? Yes. Is it with Joe Rogan? No. He's a different type of winger. You can force the issue. He's confrontational. Just make it happen. The physicality, the good fortune, bravery, Mel Gibson. Number 3, Yamal. The dribble package better than a point guard in 2K. Teenage dance moves and creating trends on the pitch and off the pitch. He's starting to get there. This 94, he's not understated. Number 2, Mo Salah. Can't do anything about it. Finesse shots for the highlight reels. Salah in the 90th minute is terrifying. He is never tired, and he's just running at you constantly. And you might know what's happening. You might know what's coming next, and you just can't get in front of it. You can't stop it. You can't cut him down. And at number 1 has to be Hansen. Who else She stands tall in this position. Unstoppable meets unmovable, but she's moving you. She's better than a fresh tailored suit. And last but not least, we have the strikers. And I might be losing my voice throughout this video and the excitement that we're bringing to the beautiful people. At number 10, Samuel Eto'o. I never thought he'd be there. The Cameroonian international. He's winged with Iron Man add-ons, and he is racing past the competition. I don't know what else to say. Strikers are incredible. Strikers are amazing. The cops are outside. They're coming for me. I don't know if you can hear that, but I can hear it. Number 9, Doumbia. And maybe him just being back, I had to have him. Brings back the old school years. FIFA 15 is an all-time great. In fact, I put out a tweet talking about that period. It was incredible for YouTube, social media, creator, community, everything, all encompassing, and Unk status being achieved or made. Number 8, Sonodo. Instant finesse shot. It's sort of on easy mode. You have bumpers when you go bowling. You can get a straight with 4 cards when you play poker. You got LeBron on your team in 2v2 hoops. That's how it feels having Sonodo on the pitch. Which leads me to number 7, the original Ronaldo. Well, sort of. Cristiano, in this case, CR7. He's a bounce getter. Resemblance of the past years. Anywhere around the zone, he's involved. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, you get the idea. He's scoring goals like a youngin'. Number 6, Eusebio, and presently, this might be my ultimate team adversary. Controllers have been broken, monitors have been lost. This guy is the Portuguese destroyer against me. Number 5, Sophia Smith. Now Sophia Wilson, what a player. The 97 did not lie. But if Sophia drops a shoulder, your ankles are stuck in mud puddles. We're chopping down trees, extra smoke, heated up, winter season gone. At number 4, big bias with Mia Hamm, 5-star, and everything else you could ask for. She just has this certain essence on the VP. And I'm starting to shorten up for virtual pitch. You talk about players that make positive actions happen collectively as a team. You want better results. Everything just circumvents and synchronizes around Mia Hamm. There's a naturalization that is just beautiful. Number 3, Henry. And we have never witnessed a better version of Henry in any previous installment. Regardless of rating, this is finally the guy. Between the stamina, the strength, quickness, finesse shots, explosiveness, this is how it should have been. It replicates Henry finally. At number 2, I've gone with Mbappe. He's got a few options that are similar price points, you could argue, in this case. And I'll explain. We are all aware of what Mbappe has, the greatness that he provides, the instantaneous counterattacks. He plays at a different pace. And the reason I had to have him at number 2 for me is because at number 1, I've got the likes of R9. And I go back and forth. I had some internalization between the comparisons between Mbappe, between R9. And the reality is I am more worried. I am more apprehensive. I fear going up against R9 significantly more, which gave him the little bit of an edge. I'm not upset if you do some flip-flops. You can make your own call, your own decision. Either way, you're going to spend some serious dough. Credit card FC. I hope you've been fundraising all year long. Some trades went your direction. Some packs or many packs worked out for you. And that closes out the video. Let me know your thoughts on all the different players. Remember, if you have any questions or you want feedback on your team, link that down below. I'm also linking my second channel, Football Records. It's all around football storytelling. Appreciate all of you, and we'll have a lot more content coming out ASAP.